Hey, I'm a worthy viewer. Same bringing to a movie that's available for you to check out on Netflix, and let's see if you should. Not only is it the #1 movie that was on Netflix over the weekend, but we have Glenn Powell starring in this movie. This is going to be his second one of the year so far, I think, or maybe it's the first, and then he has Twisters coming out. But what we have here, this is directed and written by Richard Linklater, also co-written by Glenn Powell, and he is somebody that works with the feds, but is actually a computer nerd. He only works, behind the desk, and it turns out that one of the sort of hitman understudies, the ones who are undercover, didn't make it that day, and so they decided to just let Glenn Powell do it without any sort of street cred or learning anything out there in the field. He just is an office worker, so they just were like, hey, cool, go ahead and do it. The thing about this is that he dresses up and becomes different characters and people that he's not, and for some reason he becomes a whole different person. He acts just like they do and would, and embraces the character and becomes something that he's not. And that's kind of where I didn't buy this movie as much, because he's a good looking guy, obviously, and of course he can be charming and charismatic, but not the Glenn Powell's initial character. He's not able to do that, and I just didn't understand how he was able to just kind of be a character all of a sudden. It just didn't make that much sense to me, but it worked for a lot of people, and it might work for you. I'm giving this movie a WT. It was fine. The writing is fine. I didn't really laugh as much. We kind of seen some of these movies before, and I just kind of felt it a little bit boring, but there is some action that kind of helps it go along, and then a little sexy romance to keep us engaged. It's what it's all about these days. If you get the opportunity, you got to check out Hitman over on Netflix. It's directed by Richard Linklater, fantastic director, and it's worth the view.